I'm going to talk about the marketing mix. Marketing is going to be very important in the overall success of your social enterprise, and it's very important to recognise that. It's probably the most important ingredient of all the business things that you've got to consider. Traditionally, there's been what's known as the four basic P's of marketing, the marketing mix. They are the product or service. You need to be absolutely clear about what it is you're trying to provide or sell and who your users or beneficiaries will be. The second ingredient is price, and again, that may be important. Some of the things that you're providing you may want to sell, others you may not charge for, but you need to be very clear where there is a price necessary, what it is. Furthermore, you need to fully understand what the costs of delivering your product or service are, because at the very least you're going to have to work out how you're going to get the income to pay for those things if you're not getting the money back in the normal way of selling something and receiving a monetary return. You then need to consider the place where the user can actually access your services. Where is it that you're going to be? What are you going to be doing? And when. It's very important, for example, if you're providing homework services, that the users of those homework services know where they've got to turn up, when it's going to be open, and indeed whether they need to bring anything with them. And finally, of the traditional four marketing P's, there's the final one is promotion. That's how you're going to let people know about what you do, where you do it, when, and what the benefits of what you do are. Always remember that people don't just buy functions and features, they actually buy benefits. And if you focus on the benefits, we'll talk more about that like when we talk about branding. Focusing on benefits is a very, very important part of marketing. The next three ingredients are the extended marketing mix that are used for service industries in particular, but actually they'll be very, very important for you too. So the next P is the physical resources. What is it that you need in order to provide the product or service that you're offering? Do you need space? Do you need somewhere to make things? Do you need somewhere to store things? Those things need consideration, and without them you won't be able to do it. So you need to be very, very clear about what physical resources you do. In this world too, physical resources also, I think, include the metaphysical assets such as your websites and your social media presence. They are going to be very important. Your products may be stored somewhere on a server. That in a way is a physical product. So you need to be very, very aware of what physical, metaphysical resources you need in order to deliver that which you want to do. And then you need to think about the people. Who's going to help you to do what you're doing? Have you got assistants who are actually directly helping deliver the services? Have you got other people that are helping to deliver other parts of the service? For example, managing your website, or perhaps managing some of your fundraising or financial activities. And then the final extra P is processes. How can people actually access them? What is the process by which they apply to do something, or by which they're actually able to get hold of what you're offering? I want then to extend three further P's, and these I think are very important in the modern world. The first of those is participation. Participation can have lots of different dimensions for a social entrepreneur. Will your users be directly participating in what you're doing? Will you want them to post something online afterwards? Do you want them to help in other ways? Are there things they're going to do to help to actually deliver the product or service? Then there's your donors and other assistants. Again, you will need to participate with them so that they're connected with and they know what you're doing. Most services now need to be personalised, and that's the next P. How are you going to personalise this product or service for the targeted group that you've decided need this help, who will derive benefits from what you're doing? You need to be very clear about how you can personalise things so that it fits in exactly with what they need. And we live in a world now where people increasingly expect things to be personalised rather than being bog standard. Most importantly, ultimately, all of these end up with what is the perception, next P, of what you're doing. Perception is as important as reality in many ways, and when we talk about brand later, we will be talking about the importance of developing perception in regard to developing your brand and your brand promise. All of these things, of course, influence your reputation, and it's your reputation that will be passed around and hopefully get other could-be users and beneficiaries to want to be part of it. I hope this is useful. I suggest that you write all of these 10 Ps down and actually work through them one by one as part of your business model canvas. Thank you.